So, something new today. I stepped into the world of bullet journaling. It's an amazing space where creativity meets organization. I thought, why not incorporate something I love into it, like films, right? So each spread in my journal is inspired by a different film I've watched recently. Now every week has a movie theme. It's like creating my own little cinematic universe in there. It's so interesting how films infuse their unique character into the pages. The colors, the mood, it's all there. Spoke to Midori and Kiyoshi about it too. They seemed excited. You remember Kiyoshi, right? The one who turns everything into food. So on cue, he suggested cooking-themed journaling. Imagine patterns of sushi and sashimi dancing on the pages. Wouldn't that be something? Well, I just might give it a try. Kiyoshi himself made some chawanmushi today. Homemade, can you believe it? I bet it tastes as good as it sounds. If he continues this, I might just start eating his food artwork. Midori is busy with some concept sketches. Can't wait to see what she comes up with. Her creativity always sparks something in me. You know, I was reflecting on how we all are keeping alive our love for art in different ways. Is it just me or creating stuff? Being it journaling or cooking or sketching, it's like having a quiet conversation with oneself. It's like we are putting pieces of ourselves into our work. It's a mirror and a window at the same time. The artistic process, it's really therapeutic. It was such a rejuvenating departure from the usual. Today was one of those nerve-wracking but exciting days. I stepped out of my comfort zone and did something I've been meaning to do for a while now. Nope, not skydiving. I displayed my sustainable design concepts at a local exhibition. I know, a bit daring, right? Putting my passion project out there for everyone to see. But as they say, bold moves step by step. That's the way forward. And just to quench your curiosity, the response was, well, let's call it pleasantly encouraging, okay? Mixed opinions, some skepticism, some greatly supportive but overall quite positive. In fact, Yoonho actually appreciated the idea. Yeah, Yoonho, the fellow lead designer. Greatly motivating, isn't it? There was a glimmer there, you know, like this might be the beginning of something more. Isn't it strange how we sometimes need validation from others to see the worth in something we've created? Now on the lighter side, it looks like Kiyoshi has been experimenting again. Yes, you guessed it right, with food. He invited us over to taste his experimental ramen. Typical Kiyoshi, huh? I admit the offer was tempting, but the world of design was waiting. You know, Kiyoshi really gets me thinking sometimes. It's almost like he expresses himself through his dishes. Unique, experimental, brave like his ramen experimentation. And don't even get me started on those hilarious comments he and Midori made about my, let's face it, less than perfect culinary skills. Brings back fun memories of the shoelace diet, doesn't it? As for Midori, she's brewing some exciting concept sketches, looking forward to her masterpiece. Midori's creativity, it's like an energy drink. It just sparks something in me. Speaking of movies, we are planning a movie night this Friday. Maybe we could use some of your mind-boggling movie suggestions. Be sure to exclude those horror movies, though. Despite the chats and the laughs, it's quite amusing how we all find our own ways of keeping alive our love for art. It almost makes me think how intertwined our lives are with our creations. Our works are fragments of us, don't you think? And amidst all this chatter, the poetic beauty of having a pots and pans session with Midori and Kiyoshi is something I wouldn't trade. The cooking, joking, reminiscing, and just being in comfortable silence with friends, those times are really precious. So, organizing the Function Over Form workshop today was an interesting endeavor. It was amusing how we questioned the very fundamental aspects of EV interior design that we thought we knew so well. It was like a fresh breeze of perspectives, bursting the bubble of our old ideologies. You know how we tend to adhere to a certain norm because that's what everyone else is doing? Today reminded me of why we shouldn't, how otherwise we would innovate. Kiyoshi also came up with a wonderful Italian pasta recipe. That man can source recipes without a doubt. I'm planning to try that this weekend. You know about my cooking ambitions, right? Making that perfect Italian plate of pasta. Something which doesn't necessarily resemble shoelaces. And then we all realized we have quite a busy weekend ahead. Kiyoshi with his culinary experiments and Midori with her deadlines. Figured that probably means our regular Zoom movie night will have to wait. You know, there's this insightful charm about these little chats with them. How we all are caught up in our unique worlds of creativity, and yet find these small windows to share, connect, and laugh over our day, our work, our goofy jokes. It's like a breath of fresh air in our otherwise busy lives. About the workshop, I must say, I'm genuinely curious to see how we implement the fresh perspectives we gathered today. It's like we've opened Pandora's box and there's no going back. A fundamental redesign could actually revolutionize how we perceive an EV interior today. And amidst all this, sneaking in time to continue my bullet journaling, the movie themes, they make it so engaging. It's like creating my own little imaginative world, where each day plays out a different story. There's something really therapeutic about it. Anyway, I had better get back to brainstorming some of the ideas from the workshop. Need to get some groundwork done before we meet next. Do send across any intriguing movie suggestions for our postponed movie night. Barring the horror ones, of course. Voices out, dear friend.